getting to our main content, which is getting familiar with the MATLAB environment. Just need to check that the picture is visible for all. So here's when you double click on your MATLAB, the window that opens the interactive MATLAB environment within which you can do all the things, all the programming and all the execution, all of the editing and all of the revising and saving of results that you will have to go through during the course. So I want to start just by adding a few comments. So I can't really explain this whole environment because it's just too complex, there's too many things here to know. But you can see that MATLAB, there's a couple of functionalities on the top that you can use as tabs. One of my favorites is plot, because there's actually, as you can see, there's many types of plots. If you just scroll through it, that you might just be curious to experiment with. So any type of data that you will have, you can try any types of plots. There's a couple of additional apps that help you increase the functionality, the basic functionality, which we look at today. But we are now at the home button. So there's a lot of things that we are not going to use at the moment. So on the top right side of that panel is this little arrow, and if I click on it, I just hide it. Clicking on it again will bring it back, so it's all reversible. Any manipulation that you will do at some point, you are able to reverse it and get to the functionality that you prefer. So it's of course up for you to use. But what we are going to do as a first part, we are going to look at the first of two ways of doing programming in MATLAB. And the first way is to just use what is called the command line or the command window. So as you can see, this window can be increased or decreased in size. And if it's for the moment we are only using the command line window, I just make it big for you. And you can, hopefully, it's big enough for you to see everything that I type in here. So the first thing that I want to type at the prompt, so we have the command window and the prompt here on the left-hand side, that's where you enter your command. So the first functionality that I use is something called PWD, print working directory, and if I press enter or return, what it will show me, what is the current MATLAB directory. This is an important feature for the future also, because any MATLAB code that you have in this directory, so in my case it's the desktop of my machine here, will be found by MATLAB automatically without you having to specify where to look for it. So an easy thing to remember, PWD for print working directory. And for those who are a little bit familiar with Unix environment, if you want to change it, CD, one space left and then ... then you go one level higher up. Means if I have executed this and you don't see anything and I do my PWD again, I'm now at the directory one level higher up with this, which is in this case users GB. But if I don't like this, I can also go back to the desktop by typing in CD desktop. In this case /, it might be / on a window machine. And then final check PWD, yes, we are now back on my desktop. So that's where MATLAB will be looking for files that it has to execute. To get this screen clear, mean getting rid of all those commands that we don't need, CLC, clear command window, I just type it again so you can check it, CLC, clear command window, will just clear what you have typed so far and get you to the top of the command window. loads of other things, and you will have to go through the MATLAB introductory tutorials that we have on our webpage and that are also out there from MATLAB itself. And there's various courses, if you just Google for them, that will help you get familiar with this kind of environment. So first thing that we want to do now is to test MATLAB a little bit. And testing means what can we do with it? So you can use MATLAB as a pocket calculator. If you want to do some calculation like 1 plus 2 or 10 divided by 4, you can see, just type it in and get some results. So yes, it works also as a bit of an overpowered pocket calculator. And I just do this clear command window again to get rid of this. This is not so much of an interest. We want to use it for actual programming.